My name is Daphne Barr, and I'm the 7th grade counselor at Stuart Pepper Middle School. And today our 7th graders are participating in something called It's Your Reality. So it's kind of like a reality store. So it's a culminating activity for our financial literacy part of our social studies program. So through our social studies program, our students have been exposed to consumerism, financial literacy. We've talked about life after high school, post-secondary education, and we start delving a little bit into careers and college. Now in the 8th grade, the second part of that is our career and college ready class, where they actually study different colleges, different pathways that we offer at Meade County High School, and what it takes to participate in those pathways, go to college, go to training, some kind of post-secondary training we push. We don't say everybody has to go to college, but we do say it's very important that you have some kind of training post-secondary. So today is the first leg of all of those activities where they start getting their feet wet in financial literacy and that whole process.
So as the experience today, like, is a lot of people, they had to pick, you said they had to pick what they were doing. Can you go into more into that?
I can. So during our classes, what I do is the 4-H, this is a 4-H program. So they provide us with these booklets. And so in the booklets, here's what we do, is we kind of envision our life. We have the kids talk about, what do you see yourself doing? What kind of life do you have? We get them thinking about things that middle schoolers care about, like what kind of job am I going to have? What kind of vacations am I going to take? How many kids do I want to have? Those type things. Then they randomly choose a career and a family. So I go on and have the booklets ready, and then I kind of fan them out, and they have to choose what they want to do. So when they pick out their job, then what we do from there is we go through all the things that you have to do every month. For example, they have to pay their taxes, they have to do housing, they have their insurance, additional expenses, their car. We always tell them it's very important to save money. That is one of the things that we stress, is making sure they save money and childcare.
I would like this. Can we pause on that, please?
Sure.
I would like to speak on that. A lot of times, the language of money is not really spoken about. So I love the fact that you all are really going in depth about the bank account. Can you? So what is a little bit of the responses when you do speak with them about a bank account?
I have been very surprised at how financial literate a lot of our kids are, but I attribute that to our 6th grade, because I think they do some financial literacy in the community, or excuse me, in the schools. And then our 7th grade teachers, by the time I get there, they've already taught the lessons. I'm the culminating kind of activity. So when we talk about savings and why it's important to save, they get an idea of that. They understand that why it's important to save, and for all the different reasons that we need to save. And they also understand that it needs to come out first. First thing, we tell them, before you even see your paycheck, have that bank try to draw money out for your savings, because you can't spend what you don't have. So we go on and say, first thing, let's save.
Okay, so after the bank, you said after the bank?
Okay. Of course, we do childcare, because most of them are going to have children. And then we also have the other incidental things. We always have chance. It's kind of like Monopoly. You never know what's going to happen. Life throws you curves. So they could pull out, sorry, you have a flat tire, you owe $110. Or, so sorry, your uncle passed away, but you inherit $500. So it's just like Monopoly. The game, it's chance. Then they always like their cell phones. So we talk about communications. We talk about how important it is to contribute to something. So we have them contribute to some kind of charity, whether it's St. Jude's, whether it's their church, whether it's the Hope Foundation, whatever they decide, they choose a portion of their salary also goes to that. Entertainment. We talk to the kids all the time about, you nickel and dime mom and dad to death. I want to go to the movies. I want to watch Netflix. Can we stream this show? They got to pay for that too. Of course, we've talked about groceries. We have to feed our kids. Health and grooming. You know, those nails, those haircuts,
Candy
all
bags?
those things, everything, yes, all has to come from somewhere.
Wow, so really getting in depth with them on what they might have to spend their money on, really.
Absolutely. We've very streamlined. These are the things that are important to middle schoolers, and sometimes they don't understand.
Real life.
Real life. So we always do say, too, you know, when you want those new shoes, and mom and dad tell you, I don't have the money this month, now they're seeing why. Why this month we might not have the money, but next month we might be able to do something.
Awesome. So like it's really giving them just a way to look into humble, allowing them to be a little more humble and understanding with their parents. Because a lot of them, I guess you never really stop to think they may not understand. They guess money comes on trees or what.
Absolutely, because middle schoolers, it's kind of like their world, and we're just living in it for a while. But we do, and I think at the end of this, I've already had kids come to me and say, oh, man, my parents really spend a lot for me. They do a lot for me. I've had some kids say, I went home and talked to my parents about this. I had one boy I would never have expected came to me and said, I thanked my parents the other day for all they do, because of what he's already seen. Now, he didn't say that out in a group. He came to me privately and said, my parents said to tell you thank you for doing this too. So, and one caveat to all of this is they have to do this by themselves for a month. They're all married in our scenario.
Right.
They're all married and have at least one child. But their spouse cannot help them with the bills that month. So for whatever reason, if their spouse has 2 broken legs, or they're sick that month, or maybe they got fired from their job, they have to carry the weight of the spouse or of the whole household. So
Awesome.